Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of the Max Carlson Road to Glory, and today we are going to have a doubleheader starting off with a non-conference opponent on the road going up against Gallaudet University, and then later on in the episode we will be going up against the Alvarez Cougars. But enough about that, let's jump into this first game. Alright, so very first offensive play of the game for your Greensboro Pride, as Max Carlson is going to be working from the shotgun formation, going to drop back, and it's just too easy with the one-on-one, as Craig is going to get a 26-yard gain on the play. Very next play though, going to drop back again, this time under center, going to throw it to Ostrander, once again doing a good job getting open for me for a gain of 12 on the play. And then right here, Carlson gonna throw it outside the pocket. Weisbecker gets me another 18. So far so good. Off to a pretty nice start, if I say so myself. Gonna throw it to Alex Howe here, who picks up the first down for me and makes it a 1st and goal. And then right here, going in the little stick formation. Don't see anybody open. I want that touchdown back, so I just run somebody over real quick and get that touchdown myself on the ground. Next possession though, going to be starting inside the 5-yard line. Their punter did a real good job of pinning us deep. Here we get hit for the safety, but Ostrander is able to shake a guy, get the completion for me, and instead of a safety, it's a 52-yard gain. So definitely will accept that any time of the day, as we're moving the ball down the field more and more. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows though, as I get sacked for a loss of 11 yards on the play, which is definitely disappointing, but we'll get some of those yardage back and then some with a nice quick throw to Alex Howe for a gain of 12. And then 3rd and 9 for the Greensboro Pride. Gonna throw it to the check down and Chris Hussein, and he's able to pick up the first down for me. He's willing to fight for his quarterback and keep the drive alive. Speaking of this current drive, gonna throw it to Fian Nguyen, who fumbles the ball, and what was a promising drive ends up getting stopped by a lost fumble. Can't control that. You know, receivers can only do so much. They made some plays for me, but also gonna be some plays like that I can't really control. But that's really sucks, because I thought we were gonna score on that drive. Gotta move forward though, try to get some points on this possession right here, and right now it seems like we're just picking off right where we left off, as Gio Ciara is going to make the gain of 23 yards on the play for a 1st down. You see Max Carlson is off to a really hot start, 9 for 10 for over 170 yards passing already in the 1st quarter, and counting, as well as that's a 20-yard gain on the play, puts me up to 193. Next play, going to drop back the pass, trying to get it to Craig Ostrander. However, he can't hang on to it. It could have been 1st and goal, but instead it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Next play, working from the shotgun. It's just sitting in the pocket looking pretty, and he just overthrows his man Alex Howe. So maybe that last possession, you know, threw him a little bit out of sorts with his throwing mechanics. But this 3rd and 10 here, gonna throw a dime for Gio Ciara right where it needs to be, and unfortunately it is dropped, so we will probably have to settle for a field goal. Hang on now, we're actually going for it here. I'm actually pretty shocked, and I just drop it in this nice window for Chris Hussein for a gain of 17 yards on the play. And then right here, 1st and goal, gonna go ahead and run it into the end zone once again for my 2nd rushing touchdown on this day. Alright, so we are back on the football field. Started inside the 35-yard line this time around, and I'm going to throw it out to Fian Nguyen, who gains 14 yards. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Whoever created these generic high school players, you know, got to use that high school version, get this D3 thing going. And just like that, 1st quarter is already over. Going to get it to Alex Howe here. He's just going to carry multiple dudes for a gain of 10 yards on the play for an easy 1st down. Now set up with 1st and goal Well, it looks like we're running this goal line fade. Gonna throw it up for my tight end, and he's gonna come down and make a really nice catch. Put it only where he can make the catch, and sure enough, he was able to do just that. And so now we are up 21-0, and we plan on keeping the bleeding going even more so. Coming with a chip on the shoulder is always a really dangerous thing to do, even when you're the favorite. As Max Carlson's going to drop back, throw a nice rhythm pass to Nguyen for a gain of 9 on the play, making it a short 2nd and 1, which sets up this read option. No, it's a play fake, going to throw it deep, and unfortunately Gio can't stay on his feet. Could have been a touchdown, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case. Still going to have Alex Howell run it in though for a 2-yard rushing touchdown, and we're already up 28-0. And at this rate, it seems like we're going to be on the verge of maybe coming out in the middle of the 3rd quarter, depending on how the rest of this game goes. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself there, as I nearly get sacked, but just get it out of my hands before the defensive linemen were able to get to me. 2nd and 10 though. Max Carlson's going to go right under center, and it's a blitz up the middle. However, going to throw it out to Nguyen, and he's going to pick up 40 yards for me on this 1st down. Max is just moving, basically doing whatever he wants to do. If he's feeling a long ball, he's going to throw the long ball. If he's throwing short, he's going to throw it short, as Weisbecker gets another TD. So it's now 35-0 with about a few minutes left in the 1st half, and Craig Ostrander, he's going to pick up 18 yards for the Greensboro Pride. And then 2nd and 8 here, going to hand it off to Alex Howe to try to run some time off the clock here, as Alex is going to gain 5 yards on the play, and low-key, he's not doing too bad. He has 4 carries for 19 yards. You know, definitely an air raid man, and then sometimes when you have the air raid, you're going to have some bad throws like that, and that's already our 2nd turnover today, which is really stinks, because we could have gotten some points in the red zone. Turnovers in the red zone, always a no-no. Got to clean that up before we play tougher opponents, because as you can tell, we're probably going to clean these boys up pretty darn good. As going to check it down to Weisbecker for a gain of 8 on the play. Makes it a short 2nd and 2. And then a couple plays later right here, Carlson's going to work out a shotgun. Try to get it to Craig Ostrander one more time, but just wasn't communicating very well on that play, making it 2nd and 10. Next play though, I'm going to drop back again, and this time I am on target. Get it to my boy Chris Hussein, who gets the 1st and goal inside the 10. And then right here, going to get it to Fian, who gets a few yards but is absolutely lit up. But we get a little bit close to the goal line, and then Alex Howe right here is going to finish it off for me. Nice little stiff arm, and makes it a 42-0 ball game already. So that's looking very nice, and now we are here in the 2nd half. First half was definitely looking pretty nice, trying to go in, put in some work here, get it to my boy Nguyen. He's going to pick up 9 for me. And like I said, man, our offense is just running on full cylinders. It's definitely nice to see. It looks like Max Carlson, your boy, is picking up the confidence. He seems like he got pretty rattled during his time at Tennessee over the course of his freshman season, but maybe another year of collegiate experience and maybe going down to a smaller D3 school is really helping him out. Granted, he didn't really have a choice if he wanted to keep playing college football, which is what he wanted to do, but it seems like right now he seems like he's getting his confidence back slowly but surely, as we are winning this game big, 42-7. Looks like we might make it 49-7 here pretty shortly, as Max Carlson throws it to his left. Fian is there to pick up the 1st down and a little bit more. Got this 1st and goal, and then right here, just going to go ahead and execute, as Craig Ostrander is all by himself in the end zone for another touchdown. That's Max Carlson's 3rd. And then right here, this is the play that's going to basically end Max Carlson time, as Gio gains 20 yards already for a 1st and goal. And one more play before the end of this of the of Max Carlson's time. Sorry, cat caught my tongue, but you know, first game, you know, we did what we expected to do. We ended up winning this game 63-21, and Max Carlson looked fantastic in this game. He's starting to really find his rhythm and really showed why he was a 5-star prospect a year ago, even though it didn't necessarily work out for him, which that's still, I'm sure the Greensboro Pride are not complaining about it, as it looks like they have a really good team on their hands for the second season. And just take a look at his stats. Over 500 yards passing and then 6 total touchdowns is definitely really nice to see. Alright, so we are going into the second game of his little doubleheader right here. We are starting USA South Conference play with a home game against the Averett Cougars. They are 1-1 so far in the season. Hopefully we can bring them down to 1-2. So here we are back at home, and you know, they have a nice little backdrop for the stadium as Craig gets me another 11. Craig has been fantastic in this episode, let me just say, first and foremost, as Max Carlson's gonna throw one up the middle to Gio Ciara. You know, we had a really awesome game that first time around. Let's see if we can, you know, see if we can top that, see if we can get more passing yards, get more touchdowns, all that kind of stuff. And so far we're off to a great start. Gio has a 30-yard reception. But on the 2nd and 10, Fian's going to pick up another one for 7. Gets us inside, looks like about the 5-yard line for this little 3rd and 3 right here. As Max is going to try to throw it to his check down. Weisbecker is just short, but it's not even a second thought. Max is going to call up his boys up at the line of scrimmage. Going to try to pick up the first down with the 4th and inches. Got to get some points here, as Max is going to actually try to scramble here, and he nearly turns it over on downs, but instead it's going to be a 2-yard gain on the play for a nice 1st and goal. And then next play is able to finish the drive up with a rushing touchdown, even though that was a little bit of a unnecessary roughness right here. Should have been called, but you know, NCAA 14, they never call it. Speaking of which, Max Carlson gets roughed up in the pocket for a loss of 6 yards. Is caught by Jason Burks, who gets his first tackle. But you know, the boys not phased at all. Fian on the next play, he's going to get a 17-yard reception for a very easy 1st down, as Fian is just carving up the defense on the left-hand side. That is 2 consecutive 17-yard gains on the play. Really encouraging to see him really carve up this defense, as everybody in the offense seems to be eating at the moment. But it almost came to an end really quickly as we almost threw a pick. Oh boy, glad that was dropped. Alright, so let's see if we can not throw an interception and maybe pick up some positive yards this time around. And look at that 10 toes down movement. Fian with a nice little catch right there on the sideline for 11, as he's continuing to have himself a field day out here on this football field. Already 5 catches for 59 yards, and we're not even done with the first quarter yet. And it's only going to get better as Carlson, he's going to throw it to Weisbecker, who makes an easy grab. Well, not an easy grab, but it was easy for that tight end, that's for sure. And we are up 14-0, and I get my first passing touchdown. Man, definitely nice to put up some good stats again. Just my time in Tennessee was not a good time whatsoever. Got benched, and then no matter what I did, just can't seem to make the coaches happy at Tennessee. But now that I'm here, definitely gonna try to put the world on fire, put up some crazy stat numbers, and prove why I deserve to be a 5-star recruit. Just like that throw right there, nice little 44-yard bomb for an easy touchdown, and we're already up 20-0, just making it look too easy. You know, if there's a clinic, you know, I gotta be a clinic for how you can carve up a defense. Just how I'm playing right here, because I think I've only had 1 bad throw so far today, but other than that, you know, we've been playing very nice, if I say so myself, as Alex Howe picks up another close to 20 yards on that pickup, which is really cool to see. Probably going to be one of those games where I come out in the middle of the 3rd quarter, as long as I didn't just jinx myself, which hopefully that's not the case, but you know, we'll definitely have to wait and see. And I'm surprised Alex went to the outside here. It's not something that I would have done personally, but at the same time, he did pick up 10 yards, makes it a 2nd and inches, and we'll just go ahead and just finish it up right here. As nobody was open for me, but I'm going to just keep running people over and actually get some help from the defensive lineman, which is pretty nice, and puts us up 27-0, which, like I said, it's very cool. Just really bring some life into this football program. They were 2-7 last season during USA South play, and looks like if long as we don't blow it, we'll actually already increase our win total from that previous season. So at least I can be like a nice little check mark in Greenborough's Pride's football history as I pick up 16. They almost had me in the pocket, not gonna lie, but you know, I'm just too quick, man. I'm just way too quick, as Lucas gonna go ahead and finish this on the fullback dive. Gotta show some love to fullback U, courtesy of Not the Expert, and we are up 34-0. Man, oh man, do I really enjoy the fact that we are winning big, and we might just leave during the middle of this 3rd quarter. So I'm gonna drop back the pass. Weisbecker, another 14, and it's just turned this into a highlight reel. You know, really gotta put some stuff on the mixtape. You know what I'm saying? As Ostrander gets 15 for me, definitely appreciate that. 1st and 10 though, gonna be rocking from the shotgun. Have all day to throw, and I nearly make a terrible decision as almost got picked off, but really glad that I was not picked off, because then obviously that means we keep the drive going. Next play here, gonna execute that stick route pretty easily as Fian gains 18 on the play, just really putting in some work. He has 8 catches for over 100 yards already, and we're not even done with the first half, and hopefully we can just keep tearing this defense up, keep those stats going, and because I really want to beat those stats that I put up in the first game, but I can't get sacked like that though if I want to accomplish that very objective, which is totally cool with me. Makes it a lot more interesting, at least on your guys. Figure out how we're going to score on this drive, because you best believe we are scoring on this drive, whether they like it or not. 2 minutes left though in the first half. 3rd and goal from, it looks like, about the 8-yard line. Throw it to Alex, and Alex drops the pass. Put it right where it needs to be, and he just can't hang on to it. So we have to settle for a field goal, but luckily we do get the ball back almost immediately. And we have about 45 seconds left in the first half. And, you know, we'll see what happens, see if we can get some points on the board to end this half. Ostrander, of course, is going to put us a lot closer with that 36-yard pickup before we go ahead and use the timeout. And, hey, maybe we'll beat our stats, because, you know, we only had 500 passing yards in the last game, and right now I already have over 400, and it's not even halftime yet. So, yeah, best believe I'm going to get that, going to build upon those stats, but not if I keep trying to throw picks. I'm really, inviting them to pick me off, and so far they haven't done it yet, but if I keep throwing passes like that, I know it's going to eventually happen. 2nd and 10 though, Craig just easily wins his curl flats matchup, makes it a 44-0 game, and with a performance like this, this might be my very last drive of this entire game, and probably of this episode. Of course, before I end this episode, I gotta show you the kind of scholarship offers that I'm taking in, despite essentially being a JUCO transfer. Just putting in that work, getting some good scholarship offers again. It's really nice to see that, if I say so myself. 3rd and 1 though, gonna go with the old-fashioned halfback dive here, and Howell is gonna weave his way through, actually getting some really nice gains. It's really encouraging to see that the rushing game is going, so if I'm having like a pretty difficult day, then my teammates can pick me up in terms of offensive burden. But there's the throw that I've been talking about, making dumb throws like that. Gotta stop that. Definitely need to stop doing that because that's not working. Nope. Nor is that pass right there. And we're only 31 for 39. I think I just jinxed myself there because ever since that huge first half, I haven't really done much in this quarter. But of course, it's never too late to stop as GOC Ara picks up 22 yards on the play. I'm gonna try to drive down this field and make this right here my final possession, but it's swatted away by Ricky Fry. So alright, so 2nd and 10 here. I'm gonna be working from under center, and I nearly get sacked, but I break away from a defender, and then I do some dumb stuff like throw it deep towards the sideline, but it's almost intercepted. But thankfully his hands aren't that fantastic. Instead, it's gonna be 3rd and 10 though. Get another chance at trying to get some points on the board. I'm gonna throw a very tight window to Craig Ostrander, who picks up 18 for me. And we're at 522. I think I had 563. Can't remember off the top of my head. But I think we might be able to break that as we're closing in on the stats that I put in the previous game, as Patrick Ramsdor gets in the way of that previous pass right there. Makes it 2nd and 10. But I guess since we're up by so much, I guess we're going to start running the ball a little bit more. As how usually they don't call running plays unless it's like a really short conversion, which never happens because I usually get the first down all by myself anyways. But 3rd and 5 though, Alex Howe, he's going to pick up 11 for me. And right here, about minute 45 left in the 3rd quarter. With my last throw of the game, Fian's going to get 12 for me. And there it is. I think we had basically identical stats for the 2 games. So just a quick look at my scholarship offers that I'm looking at right now. I have West Virginia, NC State, Vanderbilt, Arkansas State, Memphis, and Mid-Tennessee State. Of course, a couple of those schools were schools that were looking at me initially when I first came out of high school. But hey, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you leave a like as well as hit that subscribe button if you're brand new. Until then, I'll see you next time.